Khan and you are watching my YouTube channel Learners of Civil Engineering. Today I will discuss standard Proctor compaction test. With the help of this test we can find the maximum dry density and optimum moisture content of any soil system in lab. The ASTM code of this experiment is ASTM D698 and the H2 code of this experiment is H2T99. This test was introduced by A.R. Proctor in 1933. He gives us a relationship between the maximum dry density and the optimum moisture content of a soil. He added that soil can only be compacted properly at the optimum moisture content. Now what is optimum moisture content? Optimum moisture content is that amount of water which is required for proper compaction. He said that below the optimum moisture content the soil will not be compacted properly because the soil will impart fractional properties. And he also added that above the optimum moisture content the soil will be having viscous properties. Okay, the soil may behave like a grease and which will also not be compacted properly. Now let us discuss the apparatus that will be used in the standard Proctor compaction test. We can use two types of molds. One is the smaller mold and one is the other is the bigger mold. The smaller mold is having this base plate and the core. The diameter of this mold is 4 inches and the height is 4.59 inches. The core is having the same diameter but it is 2 inch high. This bigger mold is having 6 inches diameter and the height is constant 4.59 inches. The smaller mold is used for fine grained soil. The soil passed from sieve number 4. And this bigger mold is used for the coarse grained soil. The soil retained on sieve number 4. Standard Proctor hammer. The weight of this hammer is 5.5 pounds and the height of fall of this hammer is 12 inches. This is known as the height of fall of this hammer, which is equal to 12 inches. We will use this sieve number 4. Okay, this will help in deciding the type of the mold. If the more of the material will pass from sieve number 4, so this mold will be selected. And if more of the material will be retained on sieve number 4, then this bigger mold will be selected. Balance for recording different weights and different moisture cans. Okay, for taking representative samples for the moisture content determinations. Rubber tip hammer for breaking clay lumps. Okay, spatula for taking the representative compacted samples from the molds. Today I will perform the standard Proctor compaction test on the fine grained clay soil. Okay, for this very purpose I will take the oven dried clay soil sample. I will pass the clay soil sample from sieve number 4. Anything passed from sieve number 4 will be saved separately. And anything retained on sieve number 4, like you can see, these clay lumps will be broken down with the help of this rubber tip hammer. Again it will be sieved. Again it will be re-grinded with the help of this hammer, so that if any clay lumps will be present, then they will be broken down in these steps. Now once the re-grinding will produce no soil samples, then discard the soil sample from the sieve number 4 and take the other sample. Similarly, prepare the whole material. After grinding the soil and passing from sieve number 4, the sieve number 4 passed material will be taken. Okay, it will be weighed on the weighing balance, and about 6 kg of that material will be taken. Okay, now for the first trial of the test, we will add 4% of water into that particular soil sample. Okay, our soil sample is 600 gram. Okay, and the 4% water will be equal to 240 gram. Now by definition, 1 gram of water is equal to 1 milliliter of water. So we will add how much water? 250 ml of water, like I have taken in this beaker. Okay, I will put this soil inside the soil. Now I will mix water and soil. Now after proper mixing, this soil will be transferred to the Proctor mold, and in 3 different layers it will be compacted, and each layer will be given 25 blows of that standard Proctor hammer. So let me start with the first step. In the first step, about 1/3 of that Proctor mold will be filled up with the mixed soil. I will level the surface. And will start giving it the blows. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Now I will fill the material for the second layer. Now about 2/3 of the mold has been filled up with the loose soil. Now I will start compacting. Again 25 blows will be given. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Now I will put the material for the third layer. Initially, every layer we will add some extra amount of soil to add some margin for the compaction. Now the third layer will be compacted via the same procedure. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Now I will remove the collar from the mold. And any extra soil like you can see and the edges will be trimmed off with the help of this spatula. Now as the volume and weight of this mold is known to me, now I will take another reading which will be known as the weight of mold plus wet soil. And I will record its weight. Now I will take a representative soil sample from this compacted soil for the determination of moisture content of soil. I will find its weight and I will record this with me. I will put this soil sample inside oven for 24 hours at a temperature of 110 degrees centigrade for moisture content determination for that particular step. So one step or one point for the compaction curve has been achieved. Okay. Now for the second step, I will add 4% more water in the previously mixed soil sample to get the total amount of moisture content in the soil is 8%. I will again start mixing. Now soil sample for the second step has been mixed properly. I will repeat the same procedure, like I will transfer this soil to the Procter mold in 3 layers, and each layer will be given 25 blows. Okay, and on the same procedure, I will record the weight of the compacted soil plus mold on the balance, and I will take a representative soil sample for the moisture content determination. Now what will be the turning point of closing or stopping this test? Okay, we will give it different tries, like trial number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now a point will reach when the weight of mold plus compacted soil inside the mold will be lesser than the previous test or the previous point. Then that will be the point where we will gonna start the test, because at that particular instant the water present inside the soil sample will be more than the previous test. Okay, and as you know that the unit weight of water or the density of water or the specific gravity of water is less than the soil grains. Okay, so that's why then the wet density and the dry density of the soil will start decreasing and we will stop the test.
Now guys, the lab data will be transferred to Excel for plotting a compaction curve. Now let me discuss the test data with you. The weight of Proctor mold is 4,330 gram. The volume of mold is 879.04 cubic centimeter, and I'm having 4 data points, because in 4 points my test was completed. Now look at this row. It includes weight of wet soil plus mold. So in first data point, this weight was 5,100 gram. In second data point, 5,483 gram, and in third data point it was 6,044 gram. Now you can see in the fourth step this weight got decreased from 6,044 gram to 5,300 gram. So I decided to stop the test. Now weight of wet soil will be weight of wet soil plus mold minus weight of mold. So this will give me a value of 770 gram. Now how we can calculate the wet density for the first data point? So for this I am having a formula, that weight of wet soil divided by the volume of the wet soil. So that will give me a value of 0.88. Now how I can convert this into dry density? So formula for the dry density is wet density divided by the volume plus water content. So wet density is 0.88, and the water content for the first data point is 5.28. So that will give me the dry density value is 0.832. A very similar procedure will be applied for second, third, and fourth point. Now how we can determine the moisture content? For this, watch my video, moisture content of soil by oven drying method. The answer is there. So from the values of dry density and moisture content, we will plot a curve which will be known as a compaction curve. Now compaction curve is drawn between moisture content in percentage on x-axis and dry density in gram per cubic centimeter on y-axis. The peak of the curve will be selected and it will be projected on x-axis to get the optimum moisture content value is 9.1%, and it will be projected on the y-axis to get the maximum dry density MDT value is 1.8 gram per cubic centimeter or 112.4 pounds per cubic feet. So this is how we are plotting the compaction curve from the data of standard Proctor compaction test. Guys, I hope this video was useful for you. Like and share the video, subscribe this channel, and press the bell icon for further notification. Thank you. God bless.